Minecraft villagers are ugly. But just how ugly can a villager get? Well, I got most of the RUSSO Sparks available for Bedrock edition of the game, so let's find out. Hello, Pixel Riffs from the Minecraft Survival Guide.
Hello, ZloyXP of everything else in Minecraft.
I am never invited to anything fun, shush. Anyhow, are you familiar with this picture?
Oh gosh, yes. No, I have seen this one. The photorealistic resource pack of my nightmares. Yes.
Well, what if I told you that for the low price of I don't actually know, you can get something like that, but in Minecraft. I bought not every RUSSO Spark on Minecraft Marketplace.
Oh my
but
gosh.
39 of them at the very least, which might
That's
be
too
half.
many. That's too many. As somebody who never uses resource packs, that's definitely 39 too many.
Every single RUSSO Spark that I have at least some sort of a spin on the villagers. But also, some of them are indeed HD.
Yeah, yes, I'm looking forward to this, and yeah, I find it funny that you've chosen this particular subject to distract us from the Hermitcraft recap for this week.
I have prepared a special world to showcase. I have every kind of a villager, I have every kind of a profession for them. The first RUSSO Spark I want us to take a look at is Clarity. Now, I love the Clarity RUSSO Spark, primarily because once you exit the settings and it actually applies, first thing you see is a blurred out starting screen.
Like, this starting screen was unfit for human eyes and has now been censored.
The RUSSO Spark itself is not bad. I don't remember what villagers are like in it. Oh no.
Oh gosh. All right. First of all, these villagers have seen some things. It's very specifically that when they look at you, it's fine.
Yes.
But when they're not focused specifically on the player, there's just this.
Yeah, they have 1,000-mile stare.
there's a general tone of sadness just looking at their workstation, being like, "Oh yes, another day, another dollar."
Why are you sniffing him?
Also, the cleric looks like he's been out in the sun too long. I don't feel like that's necessarily a skin tone thing. That's like somebody who's been on the beach for far too long. That's like gently roasted is what those villagers have been.
That's the thing. I actually do really appreciate some RUSSO Sparks we'll see really give the diversity of like skin color a really good honest go, and that's brilliant. That's great. The problem here is that the regular villagers here already look like potatoes.
Oh, also, the Ravager is an experience also. I feel like they don't necessarily look angry anymore, they just look disappointed. It's a very parental stare.
I'm so glad that this Ravager decided to sniff the cartographer the moment we showed up, because his face is a genuine plot twist. You look from this angle, it's a perfectly fine Minecraft Ravager. You look from here and he's just...
I never asked for this.
Bonus round!
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so, something tells me this is not the most tragedy we will witness today.
Absolutely not. Next up, I think we're gonna tone it down. We need to tone it down quite a bit. Better Default puts a spin on it by trying to make regular Minecraft, but like not. So anyway,
if anything, they have less texture than normal villagers.
Exactly.
They're surprisingly smooth, and I feel like that's
well
okay.
polished. Anyhow, next one is Rust. You'd think that it's an HD one. It's not.
Is this Rust as in 1v1 me on Rust?
It's
or
not
is this
like that game inspired. I don't know why it's called that way. Except... Oh wait, that's why.
I like the fact that, go back to the armorer for a second. He has a welding mask that also takes his nose into account. Now, if that's not good attention to detail, then I don't know what is. Like, you got to protect it when your nose is drooping down over your chin.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a safety hazard. Which, yes, apparently what Rust as a RUSSO Spark does is makes all the villagers rusty. And also OSHA compliant. That being said, what happened here?
Yeah, I don't even want to look at these for any longer than is necessary.
We had one where the color, the tone shift worked out really, really well, and one where I would not say so. They are a little bit too well done for me, personally, for my taste. There is a distinct change in the rough textures. RUSSO Spark, why would you call your RUSSO Spark rough?
Well, you never know. Some people like that, if it's a little rough around the edges. Maybe it's named for that dog in the bottom right-hand corner.
Speaking of
Oh,
the
no.
dog,
Oh no! What's happened? What, like...
that's a shepherd. What the hell happened here?
Yeah, I mean,
How
that's...
did you... Is it a plushie? Is it a fursuit?
We've got the stacked eyes, the two tall eyes on these
Yes.
villagers. So they have
Which-
the cod head aesthetic.
Yeah, it's nicer, I wanna say. They have just something more amicable about them because of that. However, something they did to these villagers immediately makes my impression that they made them somehow even more bold.
Yeah, there's a lot up there.
I mean, personally, I think it's the eyebrows. They had just a tiny bit of hair on their face, and this RUSSO Spark decided, no, they could have left less.
Yeah, exactly. They've definitely made the eyebrows a lot more flesh tone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for there's a couple of them that are clearly trying to hide it. They've got like the different hats there. Yeah.
The Ravager, though, I have questions.
It's like little squint-eyed Ravager. It's kind of cute in a way.
Well, it's front-facing eyes, so we know that it's
Yeah.
a predator at least.
Yeah, exactly. Right. It doesn't have to worry about what's coming up on the right or left. Yeah.
Oh, though, like,
Oh,
the
hello.
cleric,
That-
though,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, that's the one we need to talk about. What is this? What's this JoJo hat you've got on?
I'm afraid we found her, Carmen Sandiego, after all this time. That's a unique model.
That's nice.
And that's a thing that people can do with RUSSO Sparks on Bedrock Edition without the need of Optifine or any other mods. Is they can apply custom models to things, which is where the model textures HD, which fun, actually takes to a certain level with villagers specifically. Also, my world for this is named Handsome Squidward.
Is it named after? Is it named after this pack?
Not this.
Oh, I guess
one.
not.
No, not at all. Actually, this is the least handsome Squidward one, and the one that, like, at the same time makes the most sense, but kind of doesn't look it, you know?
Yeah, I mean they've removed the weird long noses in favor of giving everybody the same sunglasses, aside from the cartographer.
Everybody is very cool, except for that guy.
Yeah, exactly. That one guy. I mean, even the pillager. I mean, come on. Like, the pillager has his own set of shades.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
No!
Come on. That's just unfair and cruel. Who has stuffed this Ravager into a suit for a start? Like, it's got a belt.
It's clearly a regular man. Why is he on all fours?
Yeah, that's my concern. You know that one image of, like, you know, where do you put a pair of jeans on a dog? Does it go over the back half? Does it go up all four legs from underneath? It's like, we finally solved that problem, and we've also given him shoes, but only on the back feet. As
How
opposed
would
to
a
the front.
Ravager wear armor? The answer is it would wear it, but it wouldn't display. You have to dispense it with a dispense. Okay, Tiny Footprints is actually very interesting because this is a H RUSSO Spark. Not HD.
Downscaling. So,
Yeah.
so that's what the D is for.
This is some ZloyXP 2018 kind of crap. This is 480p videos. On one hand, lower resolution textures, I remember at some point at least, were useful in Java Minecraft for making the game run better. On the other, it's just fun to restylize Minecraft around, you know, a lower resolution, make it even more kind of old school. And most textures in this pack I really, really like.
And
But
then the villagers, they've stolen their eyes.
yeah, I don't think that the brown dots staring into your souls were the way to go. I will give them this. The noses are maybe even better than the regular Minecraft ones. This is a good compromise. Just
Yeah,
stick a
see-
single pixel.
The brown dots, I read them because I'm used to, like, the normal proportions of villager faces. I kind of read them as just like rosy cheeks. But
Oh,
now you
no.
point out that the brown dots are eyes. They've turned the villagers into a race of, like, mole people because the noses don't even droop. It's like the noses stick straight out.
Not just that, Pix, look. When they look to a side, you can see that the eyes actually spread to the side of their head.
Yeah, like, again, they are prey animals, and also the nose is in the middle still, so it's like it crosses over between 2 pixels, which is good because the alternative would be to have it either aligned to the left or to the right, and I don't want either of those. These villagers have also seen some things, but they've seen them in, like, a wider field of view.
Also, anyhow, there was a creative decision here, and
He's got the whole world on his head.
this is almost a disappointment. We hit a very interesting RUSSO Spark. It's called Jollycraft. Now, Jollycraft itself is pretty quality product, I want to say. But someone liked it enough to demand an HD version.
Oh no. And then this is where we go off the rails slightly.
Yeah, alright. This is pretty good. This is pretty solid, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got a variety of characters at least. You've got
Right?
some facial hair. You've got some pretty distinct. I like how Jeff the Dude Lebowski is like the last. The cartographer's just off to have a White Russian, and
I like how
do some
his
bowling.
beard moves separately from his face.
it's an independent layer. That's
Yeah.
so good. The mole noses are back, and this is an interesting decision because they've really made them look more kind of Pinocchio-like in this pack.
Yeah, and I wanna know if that's... Okay, people, you are obstructing the investigation. You do realize that right now. Yep! Okay, so what this RUSSO Spark does, and that's incredibly clever to be completely honest, these are vanilla Minecraft models.
Mm-hmm.
They just removed every pixel except for the top pixel on the on every side, and the full top of the nose.
And the rest of them are just transparent. Yeah.
Besides, this is the closest these people ever came to having actual nostrils. Nostril, singular.
Yeah, man. That'd be the weirdest way to have a nose. Would just be like just hoover everything up through one
It's a
transparent
vacuum
piece.
cleaner, yes.
Yeah, it's effectively.
Anyhow, the illagers are also looking really good. The evoker took the brunt of it, it seems.
The pillager is just like the most handsome one we've seen so far.
Oh, absolutely. This is straight up Aragorn's son of Arathorn.
Yeah, he's like a full-on Chad, and I respect that.
The witch, though, the witch might be my favorite texture in the entire pack. Now let's go look at them in HD.
Oh gosh, this is... I'm bracing myself already. Oh, there we go. We've already seen an upgrade.
Yep. Like, okay, they had a second chance at life, right? And they still made cobblestone checkerboards.
Oh, it's very Alice in Wonderland to me. There's just something about that I'm like, yeah, I don't vibe with it for cobblestone for sure.
It's
That's
a
like
good texture, not for cobble though.
yeah.
Deep slate tiles look more like this than this looks like cobblestone. You will be delighted to find out that my note for this RUSSO Spark reads, and I quote, "Please don't smile."
Yeah, it's a good look for most of them. I gotta say, like this is not as bad as it could have been, and I like the two on the left hand side are like the detectives from Tintin who keep arresting him for not doing the stuff.
Which, like, why aren't you wearing pants though?
Yeah.
You're a
Oh,
fisherman.
God.
You're gonna catch so many bacteria into.
No, what
Leeches
you-
exist.
You don't understand. He's had to roll his pants up so that he doesn't get them wet when he has to wade out into the river. What he doesn't understand is that the river is going to be a meter deep regardless of what he does. My main concern about all of this, I mean, aside from the cleric, who has clearly joined some sort of like dark fraternity, is the fact that like whenever you change professions, presumably that changes the villagers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You do not want to see a person upscale from a farmer and into a cartographer.
Yeah, I'm gonna say there's like an elaborate hair and makeup
Yeah,
table somewhere. That's the missing 14th villager profession
It's like
table.
it's a whole werewolf. It's just like and just hair growing out of every orifice. This is obligatory cameo by Green. Oh no, Aragorn actually made it out fine.
Yeah, it's the other
Vindicator
guy
is-
who's
yeah.
yeah he's got like the crooked teeth problem.
And the witch is there, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Jollycraft. Fun RUSSO Spark. Why is the grass diagonal?
Yeah,
You
that's
can't give strong patterns to textures that like repeat themselves so much. It's gonna be tired. Like you get tired of this in 10 seconds. Okay, one cool thing, they changed the clouds.
oh, and the sun as
Yeah.
well. Like that's wild
That is
looking.
charming. That's all get out. The next one doesn't help. Yeah, it's called Super Cute.
Oh, looking forward to that one.
I know, right? So you load it in, and again, appreciate the menu change. Also, my eyes. Oh god, my eyes. It burns.
Oh, and yeah, welcome to everyone's Five Nights at Freddy's resource pack, where the illagers are far too cute.
Right?
Even for a resource pack that's meant to be cute, it's like, look at these smiling woodland creatures that will kill you without a second thought.
Yeah, they're just roaming the countryside, demanding money. No, you're not allowed to live. So the fun thing that this resource pack actually really does is if you look closely at their arms, you will notice that those are actually short front paws holding various objects
Yeah.
that have
Yeah, no,
something
they-
to do with the things. This guy has a wrench.
Yes, no points for creativity there.
Yeah.
It's
Oh my god. Pitch for this RUSSO Spark, right? Make their legs shorter, but give them stilts.
so they're all just still walking around the entire
Yeah,
time.
let's see the variants, because holy crap.
Oh wow, okay, there's panda versions of them.
Yup. So the Savannah guys are pandas. The Jungle Boys are pink monkeys. The Taigas ones are... I think they look like Saint Bernards.
Yeah, I think they're kind of golden retriever-esque, and like, why did you not make one of them a tiger? Like, that just kind of makes perfect sense to me.
The snow ones are just foxes, which is very awkward now that foxes are in the game.
Yeah, no, we're getting into a very like, why does Goofy have Pluto on a lead kind of territory with this?
The swamp ones, I actually didn't figure out what the hell they are supposed to be. They look like Twitter to me.
Yeah, I mean they are Twitter. Yeah, no, these look like blue gulls almost, or something like
Yeah.
something along those lines. It's the yellow beak.
Which, like, why in the swamp? But then you look at the swamp and it's...
Yeah, uh-huh.
They knew how to make frogs. Why didn't they make the swamp ones into a frog?
Yeah. I also like the fact the witch is doing what the other villagers are doing and is holding a potion bottle already.
Oh, that's a potion bottle. I thought that was a glass, but then again, why
was
would
gonna
you
say-
hold a glass sideways?
Just holding a wine glass horizontally and being like, look.
Well, let's have a little bit of a palette cleanser. From what I remember, Majestic is the RUSSO Spark that didn't do much with the villagers, except for like there was one particular change, but I don't remember what. Oh,
Ah, yeah.
I remember now.
They've removed the noses.
No one has smelled a thing in this village for absolute ages. Wait a minute. How? How are your glasses work? Also, this guy does have a nose.
it's the one guy who's like it's the nitwit who's stolen Steve's face.
Oh my god!
What the heck?
What happened here? The rest of him is fine, but this is the scariest thing I've seen in this game. This is worse than the Wither.
Yeah, that's a lot. It's the Ravagers should not have even teeth. I think that's the only thing I need to learn from this one.
Well, them not glowing will help. There's a better take. There's a better take on the Nonos villager. Which is weird because in places it's more detailed, while in others not. But the villagers though...
I'm getting major ZF vibes from all of this.
Right? We found it, the Zed of Dimension. So, the thing about them all being Zed of is that this fella here has a second mouth. Implying that those are actually mustaches?
I mean, it could be. Yeah, either you've got a beard the same color as your lips, at which point you probably need to see a doctor about one thing or the other thing. He has two mouths and he must hair. Okay, I have a question about this one. Where does a Ravager go for dentistry? That this one has a gold tooth specifically.
You ever tried to make like a pet take a medicine?
I feel like you've got to get an illusioner to like blind it temporarily so it doesn't see
probably.
you coming with
You
the gold
can-
tooth.
Okay, they stunned it with a shield. And had a very small window of opportunity. Softbits is an entire genre of RUSSO Sparks. It's RUSSO Sparks that they make everything much smoother. They make, first when I saw them, they were like OCD RUSSO Sparks. Now they're referred to like as stuff that tries to make everything look more like the Minecraft trailer.
And once again, kind of goes with the 8x8 aesthetic.
Yes, very much. Like trying to make it a little bit more plasticky, a little bit nicer looking. It fails. This one succeeds, except why wouldn't you make the dirt seamless though?
Yeah, tiling dirt is just not something I can get on with.
Nevertheless, in my notes, this is called Zed of Dimension, but worse.
It really is. There's something to, for a start, the fact that all of their faces are beveled, so
Yep.
it makes them feel even more cubic, where the other ones felt more like potatoes. These feel very much like cube people. But
This is just
this
a bunch
one has.
of rectangles come to life. So, on the topic of their noses, I simply must, while we're at it, because like, the villager not having a nose, apparently pretty flippin' bad. Like,
Yeah. There's not a whole lot you can do to resolve that.
People complain about how silly they looking with the giant nose. They look worse without one. Allow me to introduce Wonderlust, which gives you a compromise.
Yeah, this one's actually got like flared nostrils and everything.
Not more subtle, but it is more muted. And
Yeah. More natural
holy
feeling.
crap, we found him! Oh dear
Oh
god.
no. Oh god. Oh yeah.
And how did I never see a Ravager in this RUSSO Spark? This is literally just the HD cow.
The eyes are too real, and that's the problem. It's like you've given the eyes a little bit of shine and glisten.
That's it for the normie RUSSO Sparks, mind you.
Oh, no.
Now we're
Oh, no.
getting into like true HD RUSSO Spark. I'm talking big chunkuses. I'm talking 128 by 128. I'm gonna start with pure BD craft because it's one of the first RUSSO Sparks that like ever been really successful. It's the one that makes everything more comic booky. What I really appreciated about it back in the day when I first encountered it is that it had a lot of imagination.
I mean, that's a choice. Like you've got you've got some tall ears on these guys for a start.
Yeah, so I like it when the villagers are not the same species as the player. That seems intentional on the part of Minecraft. So them being elves, yeah, it's fine. Them still doing the kind of it feels a little bit out of place, especially for RUSSO Spark that has been notorious for adding different sounds. They did have a different sound to villagers. Do you know why they removed it?
Pass.
Okay, so you see this guy?
Uh-huh.
Does he remind you of any particular copyrighted character?
Yeah, a little bit. There's certainly there's an amount of Tusken Raider in there, yes.
Yeah, they differentiated him enough, in my opinion, from the copyrighted stuff. And also, I don't care. I'm not a copyright lawyer. I'm not gonna tell Tuttle on. This is not the only case of them referencing Star Wars. They originally made all the villagers in their RUSSO Spark not only resemble the Javas, the Jobs. However, they also made them speak in the exact same sound.
Yeah. So
Which
like
was the incredibly annoying, and they only had that one sound bite. That sound alone made it unbearable for me to use this RUSSO Spark.
yeah, fair enough. I can see that.
So, just for the record, the Ravager is
Yeah, again with like the Highland cow look is like I'm kind of fine with it. I like a shaggy fringe that an animal can barely see out of. I presume those are nostrils and not eyes. As
yeah.
well.
I was about to ask you like what you wager, nostrils or eyes?
No, I think it seems to have a good idea of the proportions. I'm pretty sure that's a nose.
However, there are variants.
Oh no! Oh, what have they done?
Yeah.
Are those the desert villagers?
Those are the desert villagers, and I mean, I get that maybe they're lizards because they're cold-blooded. Why are they camouflaged for water? Then, if the desert ones are lizards, what are going to be the swamp ones?
The swamp ones look like snapping turtles, is what I'm getting from
Yeah,
this.
and that's a good approach, honestly. There's nothing really I hate about any of the subspecies. I hate the elves. They look so smug. I hate them. But
That's
other
just
than
elves, though.
that, yeah.
Yeah. I like out of all of these, again, they've got the 1,000-yard stare, which is always very good. I feel like I appreciate the one with the eye patch the most. Like
Yes.
he's the one who I respect out of all of these. The one with the eye patch has seen some things and decided he wanted to see half as many things.
BD Craft for me has always been a RUSSO Spark that in a lot of ways demonstrates just how much can be done with RUSSO Sparks in Minecraft, how imaginative it can be. Chroma Hills I mostly remember as a RUSSO Spark that demonstrates that maybe sometimes you shouldn't do it. So Chroma Hills, please ignore the minor spoilers scrolling by the screen, is a very high resolution RUSSO Spark. My note for this says moisturize me.
How square-jawed people can be, and then and then there's this.
Yes. This friend looks to me like at the same time the best looking out of all of them and the worst looking out of all of them somehow.
Yeah, it's the fact that you can't see where the beard goes as.
Okay, this though, look at the both of them. Not the beards, the eyes. I get that humans, people are generally kind of human shape, so all sorts of body proportions exist, but
This is like the two polar extremes in a character creator in like Dark Souls or
I was about
like
to
one
say,
of
this is me in Dark Souls wiggling the ice distance slider left and right. And laughing hysterically. Oh my god, no.
It's just the face is so big. It's like you've got the entire face has to fit underneath the hat. And so if you take the hat away, the forehead must be giant, yet there is no room for the chin. And like the eyebrows should not start halfway down the face.
It looks like something that's trying to mimic a friendly human face.
Yeah, it's very, very uncanny valley. And
Yeah.
the fact that you've got all of those lines and stuff in their faces, but then those never have any chance to change. Look at the cartographer just leering over at you from over there. Like
That was at least trying to mimic a friendly human. This one's not even trying. He despises you through and through. Okay.
Yeah.
There are not many variants through the biomes. Not any, really. It's just the clothing, which is not that interesting. My point is, I've never seen villagers? Illagers? Any of... Okay, what?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh my gosh. Well, yeah.
I mean, the bat on the hat is kind of fun, but the rest of it is...
The bat on the hat says alternate universe Batman to me. The rest of it says alternate universe Shrek. And I'm not happy about either of these.
This is something that would show up in a Minecraft creepypasta.
I'm trying to think of who this reminds me of.
How can someone so bold still look like a Pantene Pro V commercial?
Yeah, absolutely.
He uses an entire bottle just on the eyebrows. How can someone who produced this make something as amazing as this Ravager, though?
And it's a Ravager before Hoglins were a thing,
right?
So and like this is kind of preempting Hoglins in such a big way. Extra tusks, extra nose. It's got actual
the skulls.
Ears.
It is currently actively
tail.
farting on the cartographer, which I also appreciate.
Yes, 100%. The cartographer looks
the
like
face
he's reacting
finally
to that
looks
as well.
fitting.
Yeah.
I want to give you a quick palate cleanser.
Oh yes.
With something that I adore with the entirety of my heart. Jamizel, the creator, on Twitter. Please, I beg of you, be cool, be awesome. I love this RUSSO Spark. The only ever criticism I can address to it is it's a little bit too pastel and it updates a little bit too infrequently. But, you know, being one person updating it, can't hold against them. Your art is great, love it. But also it's hilarious in every way possible.
Yeah, Zig Zag is one of the ones that I've downloaded to showcase resource packs on Java Edition before, and yes, and for good reason, because there's just so much character in all of these. I mean, aside from the fact that they all look like Kenny from South Park, I think at least they've got the kind of the ragtag plains villager civilization. They look about as scared of the player as they should be, considering
I was
what the
about
player
to say it.
is capable of.
Exactly, I was about to say
them.
they look so distraught by everything in life, and they should be.
Yeah, and considering that half of the time a villager's job is to sit in an iron farm being constantly scared by zombies, it kind of makes sense.
Yes. It just looks so silly.
Yeah, that's good. That's like that's the level of gravitas a Ravager should have.
The Illagers are just...
Oh, yes. Oh man, that looks like something out of Worms or
That looks like they remind me of an Addams Family somehow, and
yes.
That's kind of how I see it. The witch is just delightful.
Yeah, the witch is far too good. The fact that the eyes are looking in different directions on the witch is 100%
well, with
correct.
how good their aim is with the potions, you gotta be.
Yeah.
This is great, but once again, there are variants. My favorite thing in the world.
Oh, now these guys are classy.
Yeah. These guys are so... Oh my god, these are the desert folk. The savannah ones are just these adorable, tired of everything people.
And they have that kind of dryad vibe going on. They've got like a little bit of a flower crown, laurel wreath sort of thing.
This is great.
Even the nitwit seems like, you know, at least a little classier.
The nitwit is a nitwit, fine. I mean, admittedly, they only have variants for the biome. They don't have it when once you change a profession, your entire face morphs into a different person. Which, on one hand, okay, that kind of makes sense. On the other hand, I prefer it when they have even more variety, because I like collecting villagers. Jungle ones.
Okay, you've done one better than cheeseburger this time. That's
Right?
great. And the little flower they have on the top of the head is so cute.
Oh, it's amazing. Don't have tails though. Not a visible one at the very least. The snowy ones are, I don't know why they are blue.
They're just cold, I think.
No amount of dabadi dabadai explains any of this. There's the swamp ones.
Oh, the swamp ones are very good too. I like the fact that the glasses on the librarian changes each one, and the lenses being slightly cracked like that also made it look weirdly kind of mustachy. But it's like they've got a mustache under each eye, which is slightly weird.
And they have lily pads on their heads, just like the regular ones, but like pretty. It's so precious and so nice, and I'm being so unfair to every other RUSSO Spark right now.
yeah.
But again, just the plains one. It's one where the plains ones look the most fitting and the most interesting. Also, I like that the swamp ones look like kind of relaxed and chilled out because they know they're basically not in the game. Nothing's bad gonna happen to them.
They're like, you know, we're too rare. You save us for a special occasion.
And now, and I don't mean to build it up too much, the RUSSO Spark that truly made me decide that this video needs to happen.
Oh no.
Lithos HD. Pretty good one even, when it comes to several textures. It is one of those that makes it like, it's a fantasy RPG as opposed to just a fantasy RUSSO Spark. However,
Unibrow, the resource pack.
not even just that.
Turn slightly to the right. The rising sun, Unibrow, on the leatherworker's face.
No, you really don't get it. You really don't get it. Look, he is just... It's a long-term con to finally get hair. It's a comb over, but from the eyebrows up.
From the front.
Yeah. Brings me nicely to one thing this RUSSO Spark does that I've not really seen many do. Custom noses. Of all the ways to modify villagers' 3D models, this one was like, I'm gonna give them custom noses.
And different, like, widths of nose slightly as well. Like, there's the Toolsmiths one is just, like, weirdly narrow. This character of, like, we've dipped all of these in ombre, kind of, like, we've marbled our noses in paint.
All of these people know... What? Sir. So, yeah. One adventure we need to go on with this is...
Okay, all right. Now you're taking eyebrow thickness to an entirely different level. That's like a headband.
Yeah, the eyebrow is flipping 3D.
You know how like a Minecraft block is canonically supposed to be like 1 cubic meter of material? How deep would you say in block terms that Ravager's eyebrow is? You know you're in trouble when your eyebrows project 20 centimeters from your face.
That being said, between the ears and the eyes, this is another creepypasta character we met here. Unfortunately, there are variants.
Oh no. Again, the smiles I think are the problem, where it was like endearing and kind of confident in Zig Zag. Here it is just unsettling, and
yes, and the squinty eyes, like I get it that there's sand everywhere.
Yes, the piercing blue of the eyes is very unsettling to me.
There are, of course, a variant for the swamp.
Oh no! Oh gosh, jaundice is a problem here.
Yeah, I don't know what they've been eating. And here's the thing, you'd think that pink would be a more human color. But no! You'd think wrong! You'd be very wrong! Oh my god, please no, stop! There's also the color purple.
Oh no! Oh dear. And this is like some very bruised chewing gum.
I think the nitwit is the worst.
Yeah, no, that's not great. I feel like these ones have the least eyes visible of any of them, aside from the 8x8.
Yeah, their eyes are
didn't have
just
eyes.
straight up black. behind
And the problem is, once again, the nitwit really has seen too much.
The nitwit seems like the only person here aware of their conditions. And they have toes, by the way.
Oh no!
3D modeling is hard, making RUSSO Sparks is hard, making art in general is not the kindest of profession.
And I'm glad the default resource pack exists.
And if you thought that villagers are ugly in regular Minecraft, remember, it could always been worse.